God tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Is there still time? I am Archangel Michael, defender of light and commander of the heavenly host. I come to you not by coincidence but by divine timing, by the appointed hour that heaven has set aside to speak directly into your spirit. This is not just a message. This is a rescue. You were warned. You were nudged. You were stirred in the midnight hours. You were called away from certain paths, certain people, certain places. And yet, you lingered. You rationalized. You postponed. You pressed forward when you were meant to retreat. You clung to what heaven asked you to release. And now, beloved soul, I must ask you this with the weight of eternity behind my words. Is there still time? Yes, there is still time, but it is narrowing. It is slipping through your fingers like sand that once filled your dreams but is now clinging to the corners of your hesitation. This message is not to shame you. This message is not to condemn you. This message is to awaken you. God tried to warn you because He loved you. He tried to shift your direction because your destiny was too valuable to forfeit. He closed doors you begged to reopen. He silenced voices you longed to hear again. He disrupted plans you had idolized. Why? Because He saw what you couldn't see. He heard the conversations behind closed doors. He witnessed the snare set in secret. He understood that delay was not denial, but divine protection. There were nights you couldn't sleep, and you blamed anxiety. But it was heaven disturbing your spirit to get your attention. There were days you felt uneasy in rooms you used to feel safe in. That wasn't paranoia. That was discernment sharpening within you. God spoke through your discomfort. He sent signals through the silence. He whispered through the chaos. But you wanted clarity before obedience, certainty before surrender. And now you stand at a precipice, a threshold between what could be saved and what might be lost. You still have time, but it's shrinking. You still have a window, but it's closing. And what you do in the next 24 hours will echo far beyond this moment. This is not simply about one decision. It is about alignment. Heaven is not trying to scare you. Heaven is trying to position you. You've asked for breakthrough. You've cried out for peace. You've longed for release. But all of that lives on the other side of your obedience. You are not being punished. You are being realigned. You are not being abandoned. You are being preserved. Heaven still has a plan for you, but heaven needs your cooperation. You cannot carry what God is trying to release. You cannot fix what God is trying to separate. You cannot heal what God is trying to end. You have been given signs, visions, dreams, and divine interruptions. And still, you hesitated. But now, heaven is sounding the final alarm in this season. This is your moment to shift, to rise, to listen, before delay turns into detour, and detour becomes destruction. And yes, God still desires your victory. That's why He sent this message. That's why you're hearing these words right now, not yesterday, not next week, right now. Because you're on the edge. And I stand with my sword drawn, declaring protection over your next steps, if you will only return to alignment, if you will only pause, if you will only yield. Watch my channel videos regularly, because these divine appointments are not made lightly. You are being guided. You are being warned. You are being loved with a fierce, unrelenting love that will not let you fall without a fight. I am here. I am speaking. I am guarding. And I will continue, but only if you respond. Someone has been watching you, not with eyes of admiration, but with whispers of distortion. There are conversations you haven't heard, but you felt them. You You sense the shift in energy when you walk into the room. You've picked up on the subtle coldness in their tone, the veiled comments, the way your name no longer carries respect in their mouth. And yes, your instincts were right. A conversation is happening behind your back. One person started it, but others joined in. They're weaving half-truths with shadows, crafting a narrative that doesn't match the light you walk in. They think they know you. They think they've figured out your story. But what they've seen is only a fragment of what God has hidden in you. I, Archangel Michael, reveal to you now, this is not random. This is not just human betrayal. It is spiritual interference. The enemy has been using familiar faces to introduce confusion into your heart. People you trusted have become doorways for distortion. Your silence is being misread. Your distance is being misinterpreted. Your elevation is being resented. You have not done anything wrong. You've just outgrown their comfort zone. And now, they don't understand your peace, your growth, or your restraint. So instead of asking questions, they invent answers. But heaven sees. Heaven knows. And heaven is responding, not with wrath but with redirection. You felt alone lately, haven't you? Like no one truly sees what you're carrying. Like every room feels a little colder. Like the people who once stood beside you now sit in judgment of things they don't understand. But hear me now, you are not crazy. You are not imagining it. The spirit within you is picking up the disruption around you. This is not about what you did. This is about what you represent. Your very presence has become a threat to their comfort. The light in you is too blinding for those who are still hiding behind masks. They liked you when you were wounded. They supported you when you were small. But now that you're healing, rising, choosing peace over pettiness, they don't know how to handle you. Let me speak to your heart with clarity. Do not shrink. Do not explain. Do not chase after broken perceptions. Let them misunderstand you. Let them question your motives. Let them fumble in their assumptions. Why? Because you are not who they think you are. You are who heaven called you to be. And that calling comes with isolation. That calling comes with pruning. That calling comes with the ache of being unseen for a season so that you may be revealed by the Spirit in due time. This mystery, this confusion around your name, is not your burden to carry. It is God's. And I have been sent to lift that weight off your shoulders. I have been dispatched with holy precision to cut through the fog, to guard your heart, and to shield you from false accusations. Let me fight what your words cannot fix. Let me move in the background while you hold your peace. This is not a battle of flesh. It is a test of endurance. This is not an attack on your reputation. It is an attempt to distract you from your revelation. Stay alert. Stay pure. Stay grounded. And when the enemy tries to press into your soul with anxiety, doubt, or guilt, remember this. You are not being punished. You are being protected. There are things being said about you that you were never meant to hear. There are people drifting from you that were never meant to stay. Do not panic. This disconnection is divine. This misunderstanding is a setup for deeper alignment. What feels like rejection is heaven's redirection. What feels like sabotage is spiritual sanitation. The wrong voices must be removed before the right ones enter. So breathe. Be still. You're not breaking. You're being cleared for the next blessing. Heaven is not only aware of what's being said behind your back, it is already preparing what's about to be placed in your hands. Trust the silence. Trust the strange tension. Trust the divine pruning. Watch my channel videos regularly, because discernment is rising in you. and you will need spiritual clarity to navigate the days ahead. This isn't just gossip. This isn't just a few people misunderstanding your heart or questioning your silence. No, this is spiritual warfare disguised as social discomfort. What looks like confusion among friends is actually a divine unveiling. You must see it clearly now. This is not personal, it's spiritual. Your elevation in the spirit has caused tremors in the natural. Your progress in silence has sent signals into the atmosphere, and the shadows have noticed. Shadows don't react to silence unless the silence is powerful. What you're walking in now is proof that heaven has marked you for something greater. That mark glows in the dark. That mark stirs jealousy in those still operating in fear. That mark has made you visible to realms that wish they could dim your light. But they can't. They won't. Because you are anointed. You are chosen. You are walking with the fire of purpose on your shoulders. I, Archangel Michael, speak this to your spirit. The opposition you face right now is not proof that you are failing. It is confirmation that you are breaking through. The resistance is evidence. The warfare is a mirror. When you weren't a threat, the room was quiet. But now that your voice has power, now that your presence disrupts mediocrity, now that you've stopped needing their validation, the conflict has erupted. This is not by chance. It's been orchestrated. But take comfort. So has your covering. You need to understand what heaven has placed on your life. You are not common. You are not average. You are not just trying your best. You are a divine weapon, sharpened by struggle, guided by grace, and covered by angelic authority. Your silence has become sacred. Your obedience is echoing into realms unseen. That's why the warfare feels heavier than ever. Because the enemy doesn't attack the weak. The enemy doesn't waste energy on the unfocused. The enemy reserves its fiercest strategies for those whose presence threatens hell's agenda. And you are a storm sent to dismantle the ordinary. You've been crying, wondering why it hurts so much. Why the betrayal cuts deeper. Why the loneliness feels heavier. Why the false narratives won't seem to die down. But listen to me. This pain is not punishment. It is pressure. Divine pressure. The kind of pressure that forges diamonds. The kind of pressure that awakens purpose. The kind of pressure that heaven uses to reveal destiny. You've been chosen not just to survive, but to lead. And before you can lead, you must pass through this fire. But you are not alone in this furnace. I stand with you. The armies of heaven encamp around you. You are divinely defended. Let them misunderstand you. Let them twist your silence. Let them watch, waiting for your fall. Because what they see is weakness, heaven sees as wisdom. You are being instructed not to react, not because you're afraid, but because heaven is teaching you restraint. Power. Precision. This is training. This is initiation. This is sacred warfare. And you are being fitted with spiritual armor for a purpose that goes far beyond this moment. I need you to hear this clearly. You are under divine protection. You are not exposed. You are not at the mercy of those who misunderstand your motives. The eyes of the Lord are on you. The wings of angels surround you. I have been sent to shield your mind, your name, your next step. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, not even the ones formed by familiar faces. Your calling has declared war on comfort zones, and now everything around you must realign. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's also divine. This battle is not about who you were. It's about who you're becoming. You've been too quiet for too long. You've endured too much without retaliation. And that is exactly why the oil is flowing. Your discipline has made room for divine compensation. What they see as weakness is actually holy preparation. What they thought would break you is birthing boldness. Heaven has spoken. You will rise. You will reign. You will restore what was broken. Watch my channel videos regularly. You'll need daily alignment to keep your spirit sharp and your heart clean in this next season. The enemy is loud, but your stillness is louder. Your support through super thanks, super chat, super stickers, and memberships helps us continue bringing these divine messages to you. Your generosity is seen, felt, and deeply appreciated. Thank you for standing with us. The time is short. The window is narrowing. I speak this to your spirit with urgency. You are within hours of a spiritual tipping point. Yes, within the next 24 hours, there will be movement in the atmosphere. There is a stirring. Someone is preparing to act. Someone is readying a message, a confrontation, a post, a whisper. They are rehearsing their words in secret. They are framing their version of the story. They are crafting a narrative meant to wound, not to heal. Be still and be warned. They are coming not for clarity, but for control. They do not seek peace. They seek the upper hand. And I must tell you, what happens next will reveal everything. You must not react emotionally. Their strategy is manipulation. Their tool is confusion. And their timing, calculated. They've watched you grow quieter. They've seen you rise in peace. They've noticed your absence, your silence, your stillness, and they've misinterpreted it as weakness. But I, Archangel Michael, am telling you now, your silence is strategic. Your peace is power. Your restraint is holy. You are not being passive, you are being positioned. Don't fall for the trap of engagement. Don't allow yourself to be pulled into low places by low tactics. The next message you receive, whether it's a text, a phone call, or a social media tag, is not meant to restore. It is meant to distract. Do not explain yourself. Do not try to correct their twisted version. They know the truth. They just don't want to honor it. This moment is not about being right in their eyes. It's about being righteous before God. Let heaven fight for you. The moment you speak out of emotion, you step into their trap. But if you stay still, you remain in divine positioning. This is warfare disguised as conversation. And you've grown too far, too strong, too focused to play in the mud with people who never respected your truth in the first place. The atmosphere is watching. Angels are documenting. Heaven is measuring your response. And yes, there are consequences for both you and them. But listen, this test is not about them. This test is about you. Will you trust the protection you can't see over the vindication you desperately crave? Will you allow divine timing to speak louder than human accusations? You must choose, because the next 3 hours will determine how much access the enemy gains. Will he gain entry through your anger, or will he be denied by your wisdom? I see it so clearly. There is a conversation being planned right now, a room where your name is echoing without your presence. Some are pretending they care, disguising their curiosity as concern. Others are pretending they understand, when in truth, they are just looking for new reasons to discredit your growth. But heaven says, do not enter the room. Do not defend yourself in a court of opinion. You've already been acquitted in the courts of heaven. You have nothing to prove. You have only to protect your peace. You've come too far to lose your ground to gossip. You've healed too much to reopen old wounds for an audience that never wanted your wholeness in the first place. Trust the stirring you feel right now. That's not anxiety, it's discernment. That uneasiness is not weakness. It's your inner knowing alerting you. You've seen the red flags. You heard the tone. You felt the shift. Now act like someone who is anointed. Stay seated. Stay grounded. Stay guarded. I am standing beside you. My sword is drawn. I have been commissioned to shield your reputation, to preserve your purpose, and to silence the arrows meant for your destruction. But I need your cooperation. Heaven moves where your obedience flows. Do not open that door again. Do not revisit what God has told you to release. Do not go looking for explanations in the mouths of people who benefit from your confusion. What's coming isn't a conversation. It's a distraction. And you are too close to your breakthrough to engage. Stay grounded. Stay ready. Stay hidden in the shelter of divine strategy. Let the storm pass. Let the fire burn without you. And when the smoke clears, you will still be standing, untouched, unshaken, unmoved. Why? Because you listened. Because you obeyed. Because you allowed heaven to speak louder than your fear. Watch my channel videos regularly to stay spiritually alert. Your discernment sharpens every time you surround yourself with truth. This is your moment of divine testing. Pass it with peace. Now that the warning has been given, I offer you peace. I, Archangel Michael, speak not only as a warrior, but as a guardian, a protector of the sacred within you. You are not alone in this moment of pressure. You are not abandoned in this spiritual turbulence. You are covered, you are guided, and you are shielded, but only if you stay still and listen. The danger is not in the chaos outside of you, but in how it tries to stir something within you. That is where the enemy hides, in your overreaction, your need to explain, your hunger to be understood. But I say to you now, do not explain yourself. Do not justify your silence. Do not lower your vibration to match the frequency of confusion. Let your silence be your shield. Let your stillness be your strategy. You must understand this deeply. You owe no one access to your peace. They will come knocking, but you are not obligated to open the door. They will demand a response, but you are not required to answer. You are not being rude. You are not being distant. You are being obedient. This is not a moment for debate. This is a moment for discernment. Your stillness is not weakness. It is warfare. And I tell you this truth, every time you resist the urge to react, heaven is releasing new favor over your life. The restraint you practice today is unlocking provision you cannot yet see. It is securing you for what's next. I urge you, remain hidden in the shadow of the Most High. Speak to no one who hasn't been assigned by God to pour peace into your life. Say nothing to those who only listen to respond, not understand. Let them wonder. Let them speculate. Let them build their castles of assumption, because while they are busy with lies, you are busy with destiny. While they are spinning narratives, you are building your legacy. Let it be. You don't have to fix their perception when your spirit is already protected. What God has covered, no voice can expose. What God has sealed, no hand can open. You may feel tempted to defend your name, but that is not your assignment. That is heaven's job. And heaven does not need help defending what is holy. You are not weak for walking on me. You are not fragile for choosing quiet. You are wise. You are faithful. You are aligned. Do not trade the serenity of obedience for the chaos of confrontation. You were not built for arguments. You were built for ascension. You are a vessel for peace. You are an instrument of divine order. And right now, the highest power you hold is restraint. If you could see the war being waged in the unseen, you would not question why I've told you to be still. There are angels surrounding your house. There are forces being dispatched to confuse the plans of your enemies. There are divine hands sealing your next steps. But the condition is your obedience. Stay quiet. Stay low. Let the light reveal what darkness cannot hide. The truth always finds its voice, but let it come through God, not you. And listen to me carefully. You are not being punished. You are being protected. Every unanswered call, every closed door, every delayed response, it is heaven rerouting you from traps that would have cost you everything. What feels like rejection is often redirection. What feels like silence is often strategy. You are not losing time, you are gaining clarity. You are not being forgotten, you are being fortified. Let this be your prayer. God, help me hold my peace, even when I want to prove my point. Help me trust the path of stillness. Help me hear more than I speak, and help me let go of needing to be understood. That prayer is more powerful than any defense you could make, because when you pray from peace, you move mountains in silence. When you choose faith over fear, you win battles no one even sees. So now, rest your soul. Calm your spirit. Step back from the noise. The most divine power you can express in this moment is non-reaction. Not everything deserves your voice. Not everything is worthy of your energy. Your light is precious. Don't waste it trying to illuminate people who refuse to see. Instead, protect your glow. Guard your oil. Preserve your spirit. You are more than what they think. You are more than what they say. You are chosen. Watch my channel videos regularly to keep your soul rooted in clarity and prophetic truth. Every session is another layer of divine protection surrounding you. They thought your silence meant surrender. They thought your humility was hesitation. But I, Archangel Michael, speak this into your atmosphere. You are no longer who they thought you were. What they mistook for weakness was actually wisdom. What they labeled as confusion was actually divine calibration. You are not shrinking. You are shedding. You are not breaking. You are birthing. The old you, the one that tolerated, explained, absorbed, is gone. You have crossed a spiritual threshold, and with it crossing comes a divine reversal. Those who once mocked your stillness will soon witness your rising. This is not simply a new season. It is a new self. A divine upright is forming within you, not because you forced it, but because you followed the voice that said, "Be still and know." Your obedience has built a bridge between what was and what will be. You are walking into a space that no gossip can reach, no betrayal can stain, no accusation can reverse. You are now in the realm of divine immunity. What they tried to sabotage, God is securing. What they tried to twist, heaven is untangling. What they tried to delay, the Spirit is now accelerating. Hear me clearly. They cannot touch what God has sealed. They cannot access what heaven has hidden. They cannot cancel what was divinely orchestrated before they even knew your name. They may have thought they buried you, but you were not in a grave, you were in preparation. They didn't witness your demise. They witnessed your delay. And delay is not denial. Delay is refinement. Delay is preservation. And now, delay is turning into destiny. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not behind. You are being set apart. There is an anointing upon you that frightens those who live in pretense. There is a clarity rising in you that terrifies those who survive on chaos. There is a power waking up inside you that cannot be silenced, ignored, or denied. The shift is not external. It is spiritual. It is invisible to the untrained eye. But those with discernment will feel it. They will sense it when you walk into a room. They will know that something about you has changed. From the ashes of their assumptions, you are rising. From the fog of confusion, you are awakening. From the pain they inflicted, you are creating. This is resurrection. This is redemption. This is restoration. And it's not just for you. It's for every soul attached to your obedience. What you overcome now becomes a blueprint for someone else's breakthrough. What you heal now becomes a weapon of light for others who are still battling their shadows. You're not just rising for yourself, you're rising for generations. Let this truth settle into your spirit. You are the evidence that darkness could not destroy destiny. You are the living proof that delay cannot dismantle divine favor. You are the example they didn't expect, the comeback they didn't prepare for. Your silence was never emptiness. It was sacred incubation. And now, what was forming in the dark is about to shine in the light. Your steps are ordered. Your purpose is protected. Your name is known in heaven. They whispered about your retreat, but they did not understand that retreat is part of war. Even warriors rest. Even giants bow before rising. You bowed in surrender to heaven, and now you rise in power over hell. Every step forward from this moment is charged with divine acceleration. Every word you speak now carries the authority of someone who has seen the battlefield and chosen not to bleed publicly. You've bled in silence, but now you will reign in strength. Watch my channel videos regularly. Keep your spirit aligned with prophetic insight, because what's rising in your life is far greater than what tried to destroy it. Stay close to the voice that sees what you cannot. And for those who feel led, support the channel through super thanks, super chat, super stickers, or memberships. Your gift helps create more light-filled messages and is deeply appreciated. Every seed you sow strengthens this divine mission. The time of confusion is ending. The cycle of silence is closing. The war over your identity has been intense, but I, Archangel Michael, declare this now. The storm is clearing to reveal your true form. The lies are losing their grip. The shadows are withdrawing, and the masks are falling off the ones who stood against you. The veil is lifting, and what was hidden will be exposed. What was delayed will be delivered. What was misunderstood will soon be magnified in truth. Listen closely, beloved soul. This is the final test before your elevation. You are standing on holy ground, a moment drenched in divine urgency. Heaven has paused time for you to recognize what's forming. This is not just a new chapter. This is a new covenant. This is not just a shift in your emotions. This is a shift in your atmosphere. What was once resistance is becoming release. What was once warfare is becoming wisdom. What was once a burden is becoming a bearer of victory. You are not being left behind. You are being called forward, right now, into the clarity you prayed for. And hear this revelation. Someone will come forward with the truth. Not everyone around you was blind. Not every voice in the background was speaking against you. A heart had been stirred. A conscience has been convicted. An ally, once silent, will soon become vocal. And when that moment comes, it will confirm what your spirit already knew. You are right to trust God's timing over man's approval. Peace will arrive in unexpected ways. You'll notice it in your body, in the way your chest feels lighter, in the way your sleep becomes sweeter, in the way your energy returns. Peace won't knock loudly. It will slip in quietly. And when it does, you'll realize that the war may have taken your strength, but it never touched your source. You are being prepared for something greater than revenge, greater than recognition, greater than any explanation they expected you to offer. You're being set up for redemption, for divine realignment, for rewards that carry heaven's fingerprints. Get ready, because opportunities are about to find you. Love is about to locate you. Resources are about to pour into your lap. Healing is about to rise in your home. And none of it will make sense to the ones who once doubted you. The divine record is being corrected, and you won't have to lift a finger to clear your name. The Spirit has already gone ahead to do what you could never do in your own strength. Your destiny is sealed. Your calling is active. Your voice is rising. And what heaven opens, no man can shut. This is the sound of doors unlocking. This is the rhythm of chains breaking. This is the melody of freedom, and it has your name woven into it. You may have missed some signs. You may have ignored some warnings. But God's mercy is louder than your delay. And now, there is still time. Not time to explain. Not time to debate. Time to rise. Time to walk boldly into the alignment you almost abandoned. The wind is shifting in your favor. The trumpet is sounding in your atmosphere. And heaven is saying, "Come forth." Let the past unravel. Let the pain release. Let the truth surface. This is your moment, not because you forced it, but because you survived for it. You have endured what others could not. You have carried what others ignored. And now, it is your time to receive what others will witness. Type Amen to receive blessing 777. Type I receive to claim your restoration. Type It is done to anchor heaven's release. Watch my channel videos regularly to stay in divine rhythm. The revelations you seek are flowing through the very path you're walking. Now listen, chosen one. The gates have opened. The atmosphere has shifted. The heavens are leaning in, not to observe but to respond. The time-sensitive moment you stepped into is sacred. It's not random. It's not coincidental. It is orchestrated by the divine hand of God Himself. This message found you because heaven directed it. And now, the response you give will shape the outcome you receive. I, Archangel Michael, am here not just to warn, but to activate. You have heard the trumpet. You have felt the pull in your spirit. Now it is time to move. Time to seal what heaven has stirred. Time to align your voice with the vibration of breakthrough. This is not about religion. This is about revelation. This is not about performance. This is about positioning. Your positioning in this hour matters more than ever. If you miss it again, the delay will not just cost time, it may cost alignment. So, do not hesitate. Do not let your overthinking talk you out of a divine instruction. Obedience is better than understanding. Heaven doesn't require your full comprehension. Heaven requires your why yes. Your yes is the key. Your yes is the shift. Your yes is the weapon. Say it out loud. Yes, Lord, I hear you. Let the atmosphere around you feel it. Let the doubt inside you hear it. Let the enemies who mocked you witness it. And now, here's what you must do to complete this divine encounter. Type this in faith. Amen 777. The number of divine completion, triple-fold protection, and angelic covering. This is no ordinary number. This is a portal of peace. Type this in power. I receive 333. The confirmation that the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are surrounding you in agreement. Type this in boldness. It is done 1212. The number of divine order and restoration. What was chaotic will now come into harmony. This ritual isn't superstition. It is alignment. It is agreement. It is action that seals the activation. Let your words become a contract with heaven. Let your decree become a key. You are not typing to be seen. You are typing to seal. Your breakthrough is not waiting for perfection. It's waiting for participation. It's waiting for you to agree with heaven. Don't let fear freeze you. Don't let doubt distract you. Don't let silence steal what should be shouted in faith. Right here, right now, this is your moment to respond in alignment. And as you do, hear this truth. Heaven is releasing angelic assignments on your behalf. I, Archangel Michael, am preparing your path. I'm going before you to crush the heads of serpents and silence the accusations of the deceiver. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not now, not ever. You are surrounded. You are shielded. You are sent. You are not watching this by accident. Your spirit hath been crying out for clarity. Your soul has longed for confirmation. And now, heaven is answering. But heaven requires your movement. Faith without action is frozen. And God is not moving in frozen places. He is moving in flowing faith. Watch my channel videos regularly. They are not entertainment. They are alignment. They are coded with divine timing. What you miss today may be what you need tomorrow. Stay connected. Stay alert. Stay covered. And if this message has spoken to your soul, I invite you to support the channel through super thanks, super chat, super stickers, or memberships. Your generous support fuels more divine messages, more powerful confirmations, and more spiritual guidance for others in need. Every offering is a seed that helps awaken souls. And I, Archangel Michael, release a blessing over every giver. May your harvest arrive swiftly and abundantly. Beloved, you are light in human form. This message hath been delivered to you not by chance, but by the divine hand of providence. You are standing at the threshold of transformation, and no force can stop what is unfolding in your life. They tried to break you, but only revealed your power. You have been tested, refined, and prepared for this moment. Now, with each step forward, you will walk in divine authority, in unshakable peace, and in the freedom that only God's favor can bring. Let those who whispered behind your back now witness the rise of the one they thought would fall. You are not a victim. You are the revelation. The storm has passed, and the sun is breaking through the clouds, warming your spirit and confirming that your path has always been set apart. Every struggle, every heartache, every doubt has now become the stepping stone to your elevation. You are not who you were. You are stronger. You are wiser. And most importantly, you are equipped with the divine armor that no worthy weapon can penetrate. There is power in your silence. There is power in your movement. And there is divine purpose in your response to this message. You are not walking alone. The angels of heaven walk with you, and the Spirit of God is guiding you in every step. You are divinely protected. Nothing that was intended for harm will touch you. Every weapon, every lie, every attack has been rendered powerless by the blood of the Lamb. Now rise, in faith. Rise in courage. Rise in divine purpose. You are about to step into a season of breakthrough that will be undeniable. The truth of who you are is about to shine so brightly that the world will take notice. You have been chosen, and the favor of the Almighty rests upon you. Rest in this truth. You are a conqueror. You are a warrior. You are a child of God. And the best is yet to come. May you continue to walk in the light of divine favor, and may your steps be firm as you enter this next chapter. With every moment, you become more aligned with the divine plan. Your victory is already secured in heaven, and so it is. Amen. Remember, you are light. You are strength. You are victory. Keep moving forward, knowing that heaven has already gone ahead of you. You will never be alone. And I, Archangel Michael, will always be here, shielding, guiding, and protecting you as you walk out your divine purpose. Keep the faith and continue watching my channel videos regularly. There is much more to reveal in the divine timing of your journey. Let them whisper. You rise.